Hi, it's the girl Jahlicia and I'm back with another video. I hope you guys have been enjoying this week so far. Now, I know I've told you guys that I've never went to anyone to have my locks done before, and that is true. But what I didn't tell y'all was that I started my locks before this set and I went to a salon to get it done. Yes, I've been holding out on y'all. But today I'm about to tell you my loc horror story, and when I tell you it was horrific, it was horrific. Alright, so if you like to hear all the drama that I got into just wanting a set of locks, stay tuned. Alright, now as I told you guys before, it's not this set of locks that I'm talking about, but let me tell y'all what had happened. Okay, picture it, Tampa 2001. Now I'm living in Tampa at the moment and I was working at General Motors. If you know anything about Tampa or if you were living in that area at that time, General Motors call center was on the corner of 56 and Hillsborough, and that's where I worked at. I was all like, hello, thank you for calling Chevrolet, and all that good stuff. So a friend of mine, and actually the first person that I took seriously with natural hair, her name was Arita. Hey Arita, have you ever seen this video? Hey girl. And she had the biggest afro and she would always wear them in cute styles. And you know, if you know anything about me, I'm all about cute, okay? At that time I was tired of my hair. I had done every single style. I had done every other style, every other color. And I was just burnt out, so I decided to go natural. Now I grew out my afro for about a good 10 months before I was over that too, and I decided I'm gonna start my loc. Now to be quite honest, the only reason I actually went natural was to wear my hair in 2 Mickey puffs, and I know that's so juvenile, but back then you couldn't tell me that wasn't the shit, and a lot of y'all know that is still the shit, okay? So do not judge me. So after I had worn my Mickey puffs and my hair had grew out to maybe about this big, it was a really wide afro. I had done left the TWA and I was in the BAFA, big as fuck afro stage. So I was burnt out on doing that. So after I was burnt out with that, I decided to try locks. Now this was back when I was not doing hair. As you can tell, I was taking calls for a living and I was not interested in researching in the least. So don't come and tell me no bullshit about Google was available. As much as I send y'all to Google, right, you would think I would have sent myself, but I didn't. I took my ass to a African braiding shop. Yes. Okay, so when I tell you I know. Now this was not no Joe Schmo ass braiding shop. I had been to this braiding shop and got Senegalese twists like 2 or 3 times. We were familiar with going there, so I knew exactly that they didn't have a shampoo bowl. And so I knew they weren't going to be shampooing, so luckily I shampooed my hair at home. I'm sorry for all of you guys who don't do that because they ain't shampooing, okay? And I went up in there. Now we're going to call the person who did my hair Gigi, but as you know, in the African braiding shop usually it's 2 and 3 people working on your head because they want you up out of there, okay? And they're terrible with scheduling. You come there for a 10 o'clock appointment, they don't start your hair till 1, but I digress, that's for a whole nother video. I get there to my appointment at 10 o'clock, okay? Now I'm thinking I'm going to be there from 10, maybe probably till 1, 2, that's what I'm thinking. I had the day off, thank God. I get there at 10 to see Gigi. Tell me why Gigi ass wasn't there, okay? Okay, so I'm like, oh, where Gigi at? Because I'm the type of person, I only want the person who I want to do my hair to do my fucking hair. I don't want to hear that, oh, somebody else can start you. No. Okay, so at 10:02 I already had an attitude because Gigi one day and they tried to get some other girl to start it, and I was like, no ma'am, no ham, no motherfucking Pam. Further on in this fucking story, I should have went ahead and let the girl do it. But anyway, I say no, I'm gonna wait for Gigi. I put up my hands, I cross my hands, I'm waiting for Gigi. Okay, cool, they let me wait for Gigi. 10:20, I'm like, excuse me, hi, how are you? Where's Gigi? So the lady actually, she kind of like giggled a little bit, and in my opinion that was giving me attitude. So instantly I'm like, wait, what's the joke? Okay, what's the joke? Because let's be clear, they were charging me $140 to start these locks. I know, I didn't know, okay? I did not know any better. So I'm like, for my $140 cash US, you're gonna respect me, okay? So she's like, oh, Gigi hasn't called yet. Get what I pick up their own phone. They had like a landline. I picked the caller's phone up. What Gigi number? Cause we finna call her. So she give me the number and it's ringing. Gigi don't answer. Okay, cool. So I say, listen, if Gigi's not here by 10:45, I'm leaving and I'm never fucking coming back. Okay, just so we're clear. All right. Gigi never calls, but at 10:40, I'm sure it was right when I was in my head like, no. Because I'm very anal. I'm like, I told him I was going to wait till 10:45. Damn it, I'm going to wait till 10:45. 10:40, this bitch, Gigi, come rolling through the door. Okay. So y'all know I'm already pissed about that. But I said, no, you know, I want my hair done. So let's do it. I came in there with my afro. Wow, honey, I'm not finna go home and do this. You finna do it. All right. So Gigi comes in and she thinks she's about to eat lunch real quick. So she proceeds to take out her little at-home dish with a little, I don't fucking know, her little at-home Tupperware and her cover, and she proceeds to go in the microwave. So I say, Gigi, that's your name, right? She's like, yes. I said, you think you finna eat and I've been waiting here since 10 o'clock? You better put that shit up and get me started. So everybody in the shop look at me. So I'm like, what? So she's like, okay, and she closes it and put it up. I don't care because again, it's what? About to be 10:45 and I've been here since when? 10 a.m. But okay, cool. So Gigi comes over there and she's looking through my hair, and if you've been to an African braiding shop, I promise you already know. So they're like, oh, how long you been growing this? So I tell her I've been growing it for like 10 months. Oh my God, this is a lot of hair. This is a lot of hair. I'm like, okay, thanks. Thinking it's a compliment. No, it's a lot of hair. You got to pay more. Girl, I did one of these. What you mean I got to pay more? She's like, you're going to have to pay more. I said, listen, Gigi, I bought 140, okay? 140 is what you're gonna get, and I didn't bring a tip, so that's what I have to give you. So you do whatever you need to do back there, but I have 140 in my pocket, and that's all I'm gonna say. So she, in her language, y'all know they do you just like in the nail shop. They start talking about your ass. I'm sitting there in the chair, facing forward, looking crazy like. So every time one of the girls look at me, I look at her. Every time. Okay, Gigi's behind me. Okay, fine. So she's like, great, I'll do it. Now, the first problem was she got the comb right to my hair. Luckily, my hair was a little damp, but it was not damp enough. Girl, let me show y'all where she made the first part. Girl, she made the first part right here. Now, y'all see how much locks is in this area, right? Girl, she parted this. I'll never forget it as long as I live for my first lock. And I've done hair my whole life, so I can feel the comb. So this is what she made for my first lock. Let's see how much lock this is, just for fun. This is 16 locks right here. This is what she made one. So when I felt that first part, I said, wait. What you finna do? I know some of y'all like, no you didn't. Yes the fuck I did. I did all this shit I'm telling y'all, okay? It gets worse. So I'm like, what you doing? She like, I'm parting your head to start the locks. I said, all of that can't be one lock, girl. What you want me to look like, a bum? So she's like, no, I just start there. Now I said, so that's not gonna be the first lock, right? That's not the first, cause that looked like it's like 1, 2, 3 levels up. She promised me up and down, it wasn't. So again, I wasn't the lock goddess that I am now. So I trusted her. I'm assuming I'm paying you, and for a bitch who charging 140, you've got to know what you're doing, right? Okay, so I sat there. I didn't say one more thing, but every time she parted my hair, I got angrier and angrier. Also, she twisted my hair with black Pro Style gel, coconut oil, and some kind of conditioner mixed together. And the reason why I noticed is because she mixed it right in front of me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, my dumbass, me, the one who tell all y'all not to, sat there and let her put that in my hair. Now, the next thing I'm about to say is not for bragging. I don't know if y'all can tell by my hair texture right here. My hair is not the nappiest of nappy. I don't consider it curly or good hair as some people say at all. It's definitely nappy, but it's more of a curl nap. So you don't need to my hair. It's just not that kind. Girl, so she twisted my head. And because of my texture, I'm gonna say that it looked like a head full of Shirley Temple curls. If Shirley Temple rolled 25 curls and left them there just like that. So my hair looked, I looked like a head full of wet, nasty, brown, sopping Shirley Temple curls, because my hair, when it wets, it curls on itself anyway. So yeah, after she was done, we were done about 2 o'clock. Don't even ask me why it took so long. Just know nobody took any breaks. I just sat there. At one point, another lady came in like an hour after me, and she was in the girl who offered to do my hair before chair, and she also was getting locks. She came and left, and I was still sitting in Gigi motherfucking chair. But I'm like, I want to see Gigi only. That girl hair, it looked equally as soppy, but in my opinion, it wasn't as big. I had 25 jumbo fucking locks, okay? Alright. So I get up, I look in the mirror. I'm like, you sure this is what it's supposed to look like? These look like they're too big. She's like, no, that's how it's supposed to be. So I was tired. I was over it. I gave her money. I left. Now this is where I feel the fuckery began, in my head and in my heart. And once it's in my head and in my heart, it's going to be reenacted in my spirit. Okay? Alright, so when I get home, I put a bind on the thing and I go to bed, right? When I wake up the next morning, my entire pillow is brown. And I don't mean like, oh, a nice little chocolate brown. I mean disgusting, look like you shit yourself brown, okay? This is what I'm sleeping on. So I'm like, the fuck? I look in the mirror, my hair is completely matted to my head. It's still wet on the very inside. Don't even ask me how, because at this point, it's almost 20 hours later. It's still wet on the inside. And my hair, imagine if it was like this. It's matted like this. So my hair is matted and there's a curl at the end. That's it. 25 of them all over my head. When I looked in the mirror, I screamed because I just couldn't believe this is my life. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I had to go to fucking work that day, okay? No, she won't. She called it. I'm sick. I know, on your day, right after your day off too, that sucks. Click. Who going to work looking like that? Not she, not me, not she, not her. Okay? Never. Bitch, I went straight. I got up, got dressed, and went straight to that salon. Okay? When I tell you I was there at 10:02 again. Alright. So I go in there. Gigi's there. She's on time. She looked at me and she's like, what happened to your hair? So I told you, if it's in my head and it's in my heart, I'm gonna reenact it. I said, bitch, that's what the fuck I came over here to ask you. What is this? I'm yelling at this point. I'm enraged. So there's no talking. There's no mature Jahlicia who's gonna talk to somebody. No, she died. She left when she saw her fucking hair. So I'm screaming at this lady. She's like, you know what she told me? Do you know what she told me, y'all? I bet y'all guess. Yeah. She told me I did that to my hair when I went home. Now, I wish this story would end with me telling you that something mature happened, but it didn't. It didn't. When she told me that, I was so mad and so devastated and considering, and all I was thinking about was my money. I told her, give me my motherfucking money back, bitch. That's what I said to her. So we go into a back and forth because she's like, I can't give you your money back because your hair didn't look like that. It wasn't because of me. So we going back and forth in the argument. I'm like, bitch, you is gonna give me my motherfucking money back. She's like, sorry, I can't do it. I'm like, bitch, you gonna give me my motherfucking money back? She's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you go give me my money back, right? This is all I'm saying to her. So she going on and on and on. Her other co-workers like, yeah, we don't give refunds. No refunds. You know, in their African accents. As soon as she said no refunds, I promise y'all, my eyes went black. Like, my eyes went black, okay? When I came to, I was being, like, held down at the door. Like, people I don't know, like customers, were holding me on the door, like pressing me against the door, my arms like this, and I'm just going crazy. This is how I come to. Bitch, I done knocked down everything in that salon. I done punched Gigi. Yes, the fuck I did. I done punched Gigi, licked down all the little supplies and stuff, which in retrospect is so fucking retarded because you still didn't get your money back, girl. But I felt like if you weren't giving my money back and my hair was gonna look like this, I'ma fuck some shit up. And that's what I did. Now, a friend of mine owned a little convenience store next to me, and he came over running because of all the ruckus, and he couldn't believe it was me. He busted the door open and pulled me out them ladies' arms and closed it and drugged me over to his salon. He wasn't over to his store and was like, what the fuck, what the fuck? Bitch, I went ballistic, okay? I don't play about my hair, and I definitely don't play about no $140 hair, okay? I went ballistic. That's not it though, because I still felt like I didn't get my just due. Let me tell y'all something. Don't be like me, okay? Don't be like me. I went to that salon every day after work for 2 weeks, okay? I busted the windows out. I busted the people's car windows out. I threw like mayonnaise and shit all over the window. I did a lot of ridiculous shit that you should not do. But I bitch, if I wasn't gonna get my money back, y'all was gonna pay, okay? When I tell you that is so immature, but when I tell you I felt so much better, I felt better. I don't care. And yes, some of my friends helped me, and I'm not gonna name them in it. Gigi, if you watching, bitch, you know that you deserved your ass whooped. I only got to hit you once, but you should have got your ass whooped a lot. And for all these people out here having these people at this African shop doing this to them, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. It's happened to me. So when I started, now you guys can kind of understand more. When I started these locks, I messaged Bronze Goddess 01. I'll never forget that. I sent her a long letter, and she sent me a long list of instructions back on what to do and what not to do, and I forever love her for that. I started calling people that I know who did hair, and I started my hair actually myself first. Look at this picture. This is what I did, but it was better than what the Africans did, okay? And then my friend Monique saw what I did and was like, come to my house, let me actually do you. And then on January 6th, I actually got those twists done and started, and look how beautiful they are. Look at my hair texture. Now mind you, what you seeing there, as small as those twists was, you see how big my afro was. I had hair like, stop fucking playing. Sidebar, did y'all notice how slim I was in those pictures? Yes, I'm trying to get back, okay? But yeah, that was my Loc Horror story. I never got my money back. As far as my hair, I washed that shit out and I roller set my hair, and I went to work the next day with a fierce roller set. And everybody who asked me, I thought you were getting locks, because I was bragging about it, I was like, I changed my mind. I don't care if you're judging me, I couldn't tell them. But y'all know what really happened, okay? And this is my Loc Horror story. So again, when I tell y'all, don't go to them Africans and let them put their hands in y'all locks, I mean it, y'all. Don't you know no good? Don't you know no good? Definitely hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, all that good stuff, because the girl is trying to get her views, and I'm on a road to 30,000 subbies, so help me get there. Any questions, of course, leave it down below, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this fabulous lock week that I present for you. Alright, until then, peace out.